So it appears that things have started to get back on track for Dogecoin as a lot of good things are happening for it. So let's talk about it and see where we are headed from here. First of all, let's take a quick overview of the overall crypto. So things are currently looking good for cryptos as we are seeing a lot of green in the market right now. I'm pretty excited about it since it is finally looking that cryptos are going to come out of this long correction period. And we can see here that the crypto fear and greed index has improved a little during the last 24 hours. I know this is not a major improvement in the market sentiment as the overall sentiment is still fearful, but I believe that this slight improvement is very positive for cryptos. Now I'll talk about price updates and other data for Bitcoin, Ethereum, and others in this video. But let's first see a very important and bullish update for Dogecoin that is making me very excited about it. So we are now seeing that over the past 24 hours, a combined amount of 414 million Dogecoins have been transferred between anonymous whale wallets. This is worth roughly $54.2 million in fiat. Anonymous whales have made more than 20 transactions, which carried a total of 414 million Doge tokens, and around 12 of them shifted 30 million Doge each. So this means that Dogecoin whales are now moving their coins out of the exchanges and into the private wallets, and this is why I think that this is an amazing thing for Doge, and it is pretty bullish for it. We know that when things like this happen for cryptos like Bitcoin, their prices get a massive boost, and I think we are going to see a similar thing happening for Doge. Another reason why I'm very excited about Doge is that whales appear to be neglecting the current price movements, and they are buying the dips like never before. So as per data from Whale Stats, over the past couple of days, Doge has swapped places with Ethereum and took the privileged position of the most traded crypto by the biggest 1,000 investors in Binance Smart Chain-based tokens. As a result, Dogecoin has now become the second top coin bet on by whales for trading after Ethereum, and these largest investors are now holding almost 325 million Dogecoins. So seeing these updates, I think this is just more and more confirmation that these big whales are not worried about the plummeting price of Dogecoin and they are bullish on it in the long term. And I think that this behavior of whales can really help Doge to move to the upside in the coming days. And now, let's come to Dogecoin's current price movements. So we are now seeing that Dogecoin has been trading back in the green during the last 24 hours, and I know this is not a major surge in its price. I'm still happy to see this positive momentum. I think that it is currently in a make or break situation as it is currently trading around a critical area. And the thing to note here is that Doge is currently facing strong resistance from the 16 cents price level. So what it means is that if Doge manages to close this week on a positive note, it can clear this resistance and move above 16 cents. However, I think that if it fails to sustain the pressure, we can expect another dip for it. But I believe that Doge can clear this resistance level and it can go past it pretty soon. This is because some strong bullish indicators are still there for it. For example, Dogecoin has just flipped Polkadot in terms of market cap, and with a present market valuation of about $17 billion, it now ranks as the 12th largest crypto in terms of market cap. So this means that after losing its grounds in the previous few weeks, Doge is now looking to come back in the top 10 biggest cryptos list, and it is now looking to grow its dominance over other cryptos. But this is not it. Another very important thing to note here is that the number of its holders is gradually increasing day by day, and the most important thing for me is that a majority of its holders are long-term holders. Besides, we have just seen that a lot more whales are also coming to the Dogecoin market. So this is why I think that the bear market is now coming to an end for Dogecoin. Moreover, the daily RSI value of Doge is still sitting in the neutral zone, which means that the overall sentiment is still bullish. So these things can act as catalysts and they can help Doge to rebound from here. Now I know that you are wondering that even after all these bullish things, the price of Doge hasn't displayed any significant momentum today and also in the recent past. The thing is that we can't expect a surge from Doge right away, and these bullish updates are actually bullish for Doge, but they will push its price to the upside gradually. In any case, I'd like to remind you here that this is no financial advice since I'm not a professional financial advisor. So it is recommended that you do your own research before investing in cryptos. And with that being said, let's come to Bitcoin for a minute. So after sitting on the low side in recent days, we are finally seeing Bitcoin back in the green, and it appears that it is finally going to start a recovery phase from here. We can see here that while Bitcoin is still moving below its important moving averages, its daily RSI value is still in the neutral zone, which is a very positive thing for it. Moreover, as Bitcoin has started to show some momentum now, I think that it is going to turn its moving averages bullish as well. Now, while things are looking good for it, we are still seeing some bearish indicators as well. For example, as per data from Glassnode, the proportion of on-chain Bitcoin entities in profit is oscillating between 65% and 76% of the network. More than a quarter of all network entities are now underwater on their position, while approximately 10% of the network has a cost basis between $33K and $44K. So this means that if the market fails to establish a sustainable uptrend from here, these users are statistically the most likely to become yet another source of sell-side pressure for Bitcoin, especially if price trades below their cost basis. However, I think that we are not going to see another sell-off from here since whales and long-term investors are going to turn the tables from here, and they are going to give huge support to Bitcoin's price. So we are now seeing that the supply of Bitcoin held for more than half a year has now reached a record high. This metric is now showing us that the majority of investors that purchased Bitcoin more than half a year ago prefer holding onto it rather than selling it on an already fragile market. So this is a fundamental change in the behavior of crypto investors that use Bitcoin as a long-term investment, and as they are currently holding their coins, this is a very bullish thing for Bitcoin's price. Meanwhile, crypto analyst Rect Capital is saying that Bitcoin is currently retesting the major support and resistance level at 38K. He has highlighted that whenever Bitcoin would break beyond the red 38K resistance area, which we can see here on this chart, it would pull back into this region for a retest attempt before further upside. We can see here that the green circles on this chart are showing this, and it means that retesting is now in progress for Bitcoin. And as per analyst Matthew Hyland, the current price range for Bitcoin has emerged as a significant one when it comes to the bull versus bear market narrative. He is saying that Bitcoin has a week to avoid having its fourth straight red monthly candle for the first time since the 2018 bear market, and for Bitcoin to close on the green, the monthly must close above the 38K price level. And some more positive things happening for Bitcoin is that prominent market leaders are continuing to support it despite frequent volatility in its price. For example, Shark Tank investor Kevin O'Leary has compared Bitcoin investments to holding a position on Microsoft or Yahoo, and he believes that Bitcoin is a coin, currency, and software. So what exactly he is saying is that holding Bitcoin in a portfolio is equal to holding the shares of some of the largest tech giants such as Microsoft and Yahoo. In addition to this, O'Leary appears to be bullish about Bitcoin's prices as he has recently predicted that Bitcoin's price could reach 300K in 3 years. So his positive remarks are actually very bullish for Bitcoin. And now, let's see what is happening with Ethereum. So we know that just like other cryptos, Ethereum has also managed to show some positive momentum in the last 24 hours. However, crypto analyst Benjamin Cowan has warned that the corrective period for Ethereum is still not over, as its inability to even touch the bull market support band before resuming its downtrend is a clear sign of weakness. So seeing this, Cowan has predicted that ETH is going to trade below the 2K price level during this corrective period. Meanwhile, another issue for ETH is that Cardano is giving it tough competition, and we are now seeing that Cardano's transaction volume has outperformed Ethereum, and it is only behind Bitcoin now. So this means that Cardano has been seeing massive adoption in different applications, especially DeFi platforms, and I think that this growth in its transaction volume is going to support its price in the near future. Now coming back to Dogecoin, another bullish indicator for it is that its price correlation with Bitcoin is very high. And since Bitcoin is now looking to move to the upside from here, we can expect the same from Dogecoin. In any case, what are your thoughts on this? When do you think Dogecoin is going to move up from here? Let me know in the comments section below.